Hello, how are you doing today? This is the day the Lord has made. We shall be glad and we shall rejoice in it. Today, we're going to be looking at the subject of prayer, and we want to look specifically at the prayer of Jabez. In 1 Chronicles chapter 4, verse 9 and 10, the Bible says, Jabez was more honorable than his brothers. His mother had named him Jabez, saying, I gave birth to him in pain. Jabez cried out to the God of Israel, Oh, that thou wouldest bless me and enlarge my territory. Let your hand be with me. Keep me from harm, so that I will be free from pain. And God granted his request. So we see a classic example of effective and results-oriented prayer, the prayer of Jabez. The Bible says that this man was born into sorrow. He was named sorrow because of the situation and the circumstances of his birth. I don't know what happened to the parents at that time. I guess they had some misfortune and they had some calamities or whatever, so much that they named him based on their experience at the time. So this man grew up to be like an outcast. Things didn't go well with him. He had a lot of problems. His situation was nothing to write home about. So he had a problem. And how did he solve this problem? Number one, Jabez didn't blame anybody. That's the interesting thing about this guy called Jabez. When he found himself in that kind of situation where nothing was working, when he found himself in that situation where he was facing rejection, he was facing disappointment, he was facing failure, he didn't blame anybody. He didn't blame his parents. He didn't blame his friends. He didn't blame his spouse. He didn't blame his government. He didn't blame his ethnicity. He didn't blame his race. Jabez just took his case to the highest court in the universe. He went to the God of Israel. See, there's something about the prayer of Jabez that we can learn from this. When we have problems, when we face difficult circumstances, when we see that things are not going on well, when we see that our expectations are not being met, the solution is not to blame anybody. The solution is not to blame our parents. Some people today, they blame the ancestors. Ancestors lived in their own time and they had gone. They did the best they could under the circumstances they found themselves. They had limited knowledge. They lived based on the knowledge they had at that time. They just live their own lives. So, but today you see somebody who has problem, somebody who is experiencing poverty or experiencing lack, having problems in his marriage, and blaming the ancestors, blaming ancestral causes. Jabez had ancestors, but he didn't blame them. So he didn't even blame principalities and powers. Jabez didn't blame the devil. He just went to the God of Israel. He said, Oh God of Israel, please bless me. Bless me indeed. Enlarge my territory. Jabez took his destiny in his own hands, and he didn't join issues with anybody. He went straight to the God of Israel, and he prayed his way through. At the end of the day, the Bible says God granted Jabez that which he requested. So you see that Jabez didn't pray in futility. He didn't waste his prayers. He trusted God. He had faith in God. So today, what we need to do as we battle the storms of life, as we face the issues that confront us, whether it is in the finances, in the home, in our businesses, what we need to do is just to trust in God, in prayer, to go to God in prayer and pray our way through. Effective prayer is not spending hours on end in prayer. Effective prayer is not praying 21 days vigil. Effective prayer is you praying specifically in faith, praying, being specific about what you need, recognizing that God is the only source of your victory, and praying, trusting Him, and God answering you. That is effective prayer. Jabez prayed, he prayed, and he got what he requested from God. This year, as you pray, as you don't refuse to blame anybody for your woes, as you go to God in prayer, may God, the God that answers by fire, may He answer you. God bless you. Till we meet again, I'm Edmond Akitunde, your host, the host of Equipping the Saint podcast. God bless you.